Well, good morning. Welcome to Rooted and Relevant. And I'm coming to you from my parents' house in Michigan and had a full day yesterday catching up on some projects. And so was not able to fit in the opportunity to share God's word yesterday. But I wanted to take us through the rest of Ecclesiastes chapter 3 today. And I've entitled this, God Will Judge. He is the only real judge. What he decides is right. What he decides is wrong is wrong. And how he rewards right is always right. And how he punishes wrong, he is always right. He created these things. He owns all things. He has the right to decide all things, and he only can do what is right. He is the only judge, and we have to embrace that. We have to live in light of that. And so Solomon says in Ecclesiastes 3:17, I said in my heart, God shall judge the righteous and the wicked, for there is a time there for every purpose and for every work. I said in my heart concerning the estate of the sons of men that God might manifest them and that they might see that they themselves are beasts. Solomon is going to go on in these next couple of verses to simply build the case that life is about uh, decisions and that it is only a short time here on this earth. We have something in common with animals, and that is that we live for a time and we return to the ground to become dust. And that we have in common. Now, he's going to make a very important statement in verse number 21. Who knoweth the spirit of man? So, what he says in verse 20 is that all go unto one place, all are of the dust, and all turn to dust again. He's talking about animals and humans as it relates to this physical body. We have something in common. Our bodies are going to go to the ground and they're going to return dust. But he makes a very important statement that differentiates humans from animals in verse 21. Who knoweth the spirit of man that goeth upward, and the spirit of the beast that goeth downward to the earth? And here the great debate is, do dogs, do cats go to heaven? It's answered very clearly that they have a very temporary nature. They're not giving a soul. Their spirit does not go on and live someplace. They are simply given a body that is going to return to dust, just like this body will. However, God made man different in that he made him a living soul and breathed into him the breath of life. And so man will spend forever someplace. So when he dies, his body does return to the ground to go to dust, but his spirit goes upward to stand before God. So verse 22, wherefore I perceive that there is nothing better than that a man should rejoice in his own works, for that is his portion. For who shall bring him to see what shall be after him? Solomon simply says this: when are you going to learn to be content that God is God and you're not? When are you going to learn to live with contentment for how God made you and for what purpose God made you? And you should pursue the things in this life that God created you to do for his glory and to fulfill his purpose in your life. Don't chase after what God made someone else to do. Don't try to become what God never intended you to become. And don't covet things that God never intended for you to have. But rather work and enjoy the labor that God has called you to. Enjoy the place in society God has placed you. And learn to be content to fulfill your purpose and your work on this earth while you have breath. Enjoy it, rejoice in it, exalt God and glorify Him because of it, but realize that this life is fleeting. Buy up every day. Every day is a new gift, every day is a new opportunity. May we embrace God in His program, but ultimately for His glory. And that's the conclusion of Ecclesiastes chapter 3, is that God is judge. We should therefore live our lives knowing that the one who created us, the one who has given to us that which we have, is going to hold us accountable for how we use it. And do we use it for His glory? God bless you. I hope you have a great weekend. I'll look forward to seeing you again next week.